Well, the Congress has a new target, and that is India's ambitious Nicobar project. This week, Congress Parliamentary Party Chairperson Sonia Gandhi wrote an editorial strongly criticizing the Modi government over the 72,000 crore rupee project. She called it a planned misadventure that threatens both the island's fragile ecosystem and the survival of the indigenous tribes. This sentiment was echoed by Rahul Gandhi and others in the Congress ecosystem. But what is this project all about, and why is the centre pursuing it? The Great Nicobar project is an initiative by the centre on the Nicobar Islands. Until now, we know Nicobar Islands as the islands where tribes have been staying completely cut off from the developed world as we know it. In fact, it was India's policy to leave the land undisturbed. And even to this day, there are tribes who are protected and completely isolated. In fact, if you visited Andamans as I have, you may have seen some of the very few from the indigenous people who have started assimilating into life as we know it. But soon, the pristine Nicobar Islands will be the key to put India on the big league of global shipping. Now let's talk about why it's important. The island could see a complete transformation, and the government plans to build several facilities on the island, including an international container transshipment terminal, a greenfield international airport, a township, and also an energy plant. But the biggest talking point is the port that would come up in the region. Now, there are two reasons for this. One is it puts India in the heart of the Indo-Pacific trade. And secondly, strategic reasons that would give India a big advantage and give nightmares to China. So let's explain it further to you. Now imagine this. Look at how strategically located this entire zone is. So a shipping terminal here will link the island to major trade routes along the Indian Ocean and the Suez Canal. The island is close to the Strait of Malacca, which is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. So let's tell you why it is a direct challenge to China. As of now, most of China's energy imports pass from this route. So when this becomes a reality, the Nicobar project, India can monitor and secure maritime traffic through these critical checkpoints. So this means India will be able to counterbalance China's presence in the Indian Ocean. Apart from this, imagine India being a trade power hub, because as of now, India sends majority of its cargo to Colombo and Singapore for transshipment, and all of that could change once the Nicobar port comes in. So the idea behind the project is that India aims to become a major player in global shipping on par with Singapore and Colombo, which means that India will also cut costs because its cargo will go through its own ports instead of foreign ones. In fact, it positions India as an alternative to China. So imagine the power that India will wield. But yes, if we talk about the environmental impact, the environmental concerns are real because nearly 1 million trees may have to be cut down. Vulnerable tribal groups may be displaced, and there could be big ecological and humanitarian catastrophe as well. But it's for you to decide. Does this staggering price to pay justify if it would mean such power and economic growth for India?